What is up? How you doing? I wanted to share some news with you, but before I do, let me know if you could hear me and see me by really simply give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure the audio and video is on point before I get started. Wait for a few people to come on. Let me know where you're watching this from. I'm here in my house in New York, and I'm feeling good, nice and full actually. Mendy, thank you. Let me get a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me. You want to make sure that we are on point. I'm in an amazing mood, and I got a lot of stuff to share. So let me know where you're watching this from. Age, sex, location, that's optional. Mendy's in the sauna at the gym. It's amazing you get Wi-Fi inside there. Let me know where you're watching this from. And in the spirit of Thanksgiving, since we're in Thanksgiving weekend still, what are you grateful for? What is one thing that you're grateful for? Maybe thought about yesterday. Yesterday, I experienced so much love, like holy shit. You know, I had my family over my house. They all slept over. I enjoyed being with them. It was an oxytocin overload. But also just on social media, people send me messages and sharing what they're grateful for, their appreciation. It's the best feeling ever, just to be in that place of love. Why can't every day be like Thanksgiving? That's my question. My man Roz, chilling at my office in Locust Valley, Long Island, representing. Yes, yes, yes. Where are you watching this from? And give me a thumbs up if you could see me and hear me, or give me some hearts. You know, I didn't get a lot of affection growing up, so when I get hearts on social media, it warms my heart. So I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, earlier this week, I made a very bold announcement. I told the world that I'm facing a major fear of mine in 2018 by recording a rap album. So I mentioned like a month ago I did stand-up comedy, and that shit scared the shit out of me to be up on stage and tell jokes to an audience and be vulnerable and be in a place where people could boo me, they could heckle me, they could throw tomatoes at me, but I went up there anyway because I knew that every time I face a fear of mine, the better I get. So I want to talk about your fear. That's the big thing. That is a big thing. So my big fear is now rapping on an album. And I want to know, what's your big fear? Because I mentioned that after I did my night of stand-up comedy, wow, my whole life changed. My business, my life, everything just up-leveled like crazy. And it was just by doing that one act of fear. I feel like in our hearts, we always know what we need to do. And by doing that scary shit, we unlock a new superpower. Joseph Campbell, wise man, one of my heroes, he said this: the cave that you fear holds a treasure that you seek. And honestly, intuitively, you know exactly what you need to do. Maybe for me, it was doing stand-up comedy. Now it's becoming a rapper, right? Who knows what's next? I don't have a goal of being a signed artist, but just by recording a rap song, that's really out of my comfort zone. And that requires a new set of skills and capabilities so that when I do my seminars, I'm doing live videos, I'm a better communicator, I'm more engaging, I'm more charismatic. And these are things that intuitively I know I need to do. What is that big thing for you? What is that fear that in the upcoming year you could face it? See, I'm rhyming already. It's already happening, baby. But that's the big thing. Refuse to settle for a mediocre life by doing the shit that scares you. And the more you step out of your comfort zone, the wider it grows. Pat Pilla is on the line, a woman that I hold very near and dear to my heart. She faced a big fear of hers a month ago by launching a book. A book is no easy task. 99% of the population wants to be an author, but only 0.001% becomes an author because everyone has a dream of writing a book, but very few do it. So she faced a fear, published a book, it became a bestseller. Now she is Pat Pilla, best-selling author. Fear faced, what's next? I got challenges for her. What's your challenge? What do you want to do? What scares the shit out of you that if you did this, what's one thing if you did this, you would feel super accomplished? Especially in this upcoming year. Now's the time to set those intentions. That's why I do it on social media. That is why I go on my Facebook, my Instagram, I say, you know what? This is my big goal. This is what I'm going to do. Hold me accountable. Once I say it publicly, I'm not going to look like an idiot and not do that. That's why over the summertime, I said, I'm going to do stand-up comedy. Watch me. I did it. October 6th, 2017. I got my open mic night. I performed it. What's next? So what can you make an intention towards? Even if it's on this live, no one's going to watch this live and hold you accountable. Maybe I will. But what's one thing that will scare the shit out of you, but also make you step out of your comfort zone to get to that next level in your life? Mel Martin, what's going on? Ebony says, Pat is a bomb. Ebony, you're the bomb. You're an amazing woman. I appreciate you. Let me know if you're tuning in. Perhaps two things. What is one thing that you're grateful for since we're in the Thanksgiving frame of mind? Number two, what is one thing that scares the shit out of you that if you did this one thing, your whole life would change? Super curious, right? So how do you figure that one thing out? You just put your hand on your heart and be like, what do I need to do? What's the next big scary shit that if I did this, everything would change, right? So for me, it was doing stand-up comedy. Once I did that, I was like, holy shit, all these new doors open. I became funnier at my seminars. When I host retreats at my house, I became a lot more loose, right? When I do videos, I'm more engaging. So one little simple task of doing a night of stand-up opened up a new world of possibilities for me. Who knows what a rap career will bring? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know, but I know that if I do that, I'm going to become a better person. My life will progress. I will not be mediocre. I'll be extraordinary. Ariana says, my biggest fear will be writing a book. We're going to do that, Ariana. We're going to write a book in 2018. Mark my word. And actually, January 12th and 13th, I'm hosting a book writing retreat at my house here. In 2 days, we're going to help you write a book, publish it, and launch it out into the world. So by the time you leave my house, after the 12th and 13th of January, you're going to be a best-selling author. So far, I got 6 people that signed up. I have 4 spots left. If you're interested, come to my house in January and we'll make you a best-selling author. So send me a message if you're interested in that. Ariana says, I'm grateful for my children and husband. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Crystal says, you're already extraordinary. Thank you, Crystal. You're extraordinary too. I appreciate you in my life. That's the whole thing. I feel like people that are high achievers, they always want more. They always want to get to the next level, right? Because I can't just be complacent. Sure, I can be comfortable. Thankfully, I have a career that generates a lot of profits. I live in my dream house. I have a lot of good shit going in my favor. But at the same time, I don't want to sit on my couch and smoke weed every day. I could get lazy and complacent just like the next person. But why do I always challenge myself? I always think there's a next level because I know that there's more money to be made, more people to help, more achievements to accomplish, but most importantly, I can become a better person, right? I'm not perfect by any means. I'm always trying to work on my flaws, but at the same time, improve on my strengths. You know, we're all trying to get better day by day. And I really commend people that get better. I highly respect people that find inspiration in every situation, even when it's bad, right? Because you see it on social media. How people react on social media is how they typically react in real life most of the time. So you could hear someone getting a parking ticket and then bitching and moaning, why did I get a parking ticket? This always happens to me. I never win. I have the worst luck possible. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder how the rest of their life is, right? Or someone who says, you know what? It's my fault. I shouldn't have parked in that illegal zone. I got a ticket. Thankfully, I could afford to pay it. Thankfully, I could afford to buy a car. And this ain't shit. I got this, on to the next one. They're not writing a long ass post while the government and the police and society are against them. They never win. They're the victim. Fuck being a victim. If you look at the world from that point of view, like people are always trying to take from you and you're always losing, you never win, you never have luck, well, I guarantee you, you're going to have a really shitty life. So my whole thing is, my life is my responsibility. Everything that I have, it's my fault, good and bad. I know the areas of my life that suck are totally my fault, and I embrace that. I love that because I can improve them. And each day I get better and better and better. 1% better each day. And next thing I know, I look around me, I'm like, holy shit, I created this amazing dream life because I took full responsibility. I don't depend on anyone, and it's my fault, okay? Business is good, it's my fault. Business is bad, it's my fault. I'm wealthy, it's my fault. I'm broke, it's my fault, okay? So that's a little rant. Had to get that off my chest, but we're gonna get back on track to the subject at hand. Ebony, thank you for the hearts and the love. I appreciate it. That's like my virtual hugs. To make up for all the affection I didn't get as a child, thank you so much. So the question is, since we're here in Thanksgiving, what are you grateful for? Jen says, I'm grateful that I can be authentically myself, my weird self, 5.5 days a week and to be accepted. Yes, if you're not following Jen Elise Feldman, you need to follow her. I met her at my house last weekend. I had an event, an all-women seminar. The Boss Lady Mastermind had 22 awesome women come from around the world into my house, and she was one of the awesome women, and she is hilarious. She's entertaining. I've been creeping up on her YouTube channel. Great videos, infotainment content, and we're going to collab on a video too. You'll see her on camera. I want to get better. I want to get funnier. I want to rap on video and dance and just act a fool. And I know by hanging out with her, she'll bring that out of me because she does that all the time. So everyone learns from each other. We're like open source software. You are the average of the closest people in your life. So intuitively, I know I need to be funnier and more spontaneous and more lighthearted. So I hang around people that are funny, spontaneous, and lighthearted, right? Where, let's say my skills are being structured, focused, and driven, right? These are attributes that are more masculine that I attain. So some people want to hang around me to rub up off that masculine energy. They just rub it on themselves like, wow, I feel more focused. And I do the same thing. I'm always learning from everyone around me. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? Word up, Wendy. Heidi says, I'm grateful that my life is full of adventure and I create more reality. Exactly. You get it. And that's why, Heidi, you'll be very successful because you know that your reality is of your own choosing, not being crazy out there, but literally what's in front of you. I want to have more financial wealth. I'm going to go do that. I want to find a relationship. I'm going to improve myself, attract the person that I need to be. And all of a sudden I realize that I deserve everything that I go out and work for. Duran, sorry, got your name wrong. She's at the Boss Lady Mastermind, and she's a wicked dancer. We actually went out to a little club after my seminar. We had dinner, and then a few of us went out dancing, and I would say Darren is a world-class dancer. So like every event that I have, one of my favorite things to do is to go out and dance. At my seminars, I have this little lounge that I throw a party at, and I get a DJ, open bar, everyone goes nuts. And that's like the best thing. You learn, you network, you connect, and you have a great time afterwards. And it's so good to see people dancing and having a good time. Melissa says, so true, we become who we associate with. Exactly. You want to fly with the eagles? Stop hanging out with the turkeys and the chickens. So simple as that. If someone lifts you up, pull them close. If they bring you down, push them away. No, thank you. So simple as that. We're going to go back to the main point. What is one thing you're grateful for? Number two, what is one thing that scares the shit out of you that you're going to do in 2018? And I'm going to hold you accountable to that. I set an intention this week, special announcement, public commitment. I'm recording a rap album in 2018. I don't know how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to put inside the lyrics, but I'm going to figure out a way. I set the intention, I take the action, I make it a reality. Jen says, Kira Pack killed the seminar last week. I'll give you some of my goof loop skills. Thanks for the shout out. Yes, I need to be a tad more focused and structured like you. Absolutely. We're all learning from each other, you know? William, my man, he's one of my all-star students and actually coming to my book writing seminar, January 12th and 13th. We're going to make William Patrick Ramon a best-selling writer. Remember that name? He says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. By a wise man, Jim Rohn. Exactly. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, your happiness. It all goes down to the people you spend the most time with. We always learn from each other through our conversations, through our proximity, through every element of taking someone's insights in. You either improving or regressing. Simple as that. So I gotta go. It's getting kind of later. I just had an interview on a podcast, so I was really energized, decided to come here and share my insights with you. So if you're watching this, tuning in, let me know where you're watching this from. What is one thing you're grateful for? And what is one thing that scares the shit out of you that's going to make you step out of your comfort zone? Refuse to settle for a mediocre life. Become extraordinary, step out of your comfort zone. Do the shit that scares you. And the more you do that, the wider your comfort zone grows, and you realize that, man, everything is so easy. So let's do it. Mendy is going to create more videos and start a YouTube channel. I won't leave you accountable to that. What is one thing that you need to do that you've been putting off? Thank you for Mendy for sharing that. And I'm going to go enjoy this wonderful Black Friday. I don't buy anything on Black Friday, by the way. I think it's a waste to wait online to buy a freaking TV. That's bullshit. I'm going to go take a nap, actually. But anyways, I love you and I appreciate you. Thanks for being on. If you're watching the replay, 2 questions. Where are you watching this from? And what's one thing you're grateful for? Peace.